What's happened? Let's go back 1 hour. Sophie and her boyfriend are eating out. They look at the menu and decide what to order. Sophie orders a fish dish. As she is allergic to milk, it's essential that the dish is free from milk and any dairy products. Now, what is a food allergy? An allergy is an overreaction of the immune system. It involves a reaction against certain proteins found in food. These proteins are actually harmless, but are incorrectly perceived as dangerous by the immune system. Therefore, the immune system produces an array of antibodies as a defense. Such reactions can be brought on by even a microscopic amount of the food, smaller than a speck of dust. What can happen in case of an allergic reaction? Symptoms, which can occur individually or together, are skin rashes, swollen lips, tongue, and throat, abdominal cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, and breathing difficulties. The allergic reaction can be so severe that it becomes life-threatening, due to an allergic shock, for example. What can trigger a food allergy? In principle, a person can react allergic to any kind of food. There are 14 allergens from foods and their derivative products that are particularly likely to trigger allergies and intolerances in Europe. These are eggs, milk, cereals containing gluten, peanuts, nuts, sesame, soya, lupins, celery, mustard, crustaceans, mollusks, fish, and sulfites. Information on any of these 14 allergens used as ingredients will need to be provided for foods sold without packaging or wrapped on-site according to the new EU regulation on the provision of food information to consumers coming into force as of December 2014. In practice, everything from a glass of wine at the bar to baguettes from a bakery and dishes served in restaurants needs to be included. Providing allergen information will become mandatory. However, implementation won't be easy. That's because it's easy to forget or miss out allergens present in food. So what happened in Sophie's case? There are many possible reasons. Let's have a closer look at what might have happened. Will you need to do without certain foods when buying or ordering? No. Also, in future, you can carry on using all ingredients. However, the 14 allergens need to be precisely monitored and documented. First mistake: incorrect, incomplete, or out-of-date listing of the allergens present. So it's good that as of December 2014, the 14 allergens need to be clearly highlighted on all pre-packed foods in the EU. This means you can see at a glance whether allergens that need to be declared are present in a product. Second mistake: if a food is not stored in the original packaging, there's a danger that the allergen labeling will be incorrect or even missing. When preparing food in the kitchen, contamination with traces of allergens can easily happen. This is known as cross-contamination. To avoid this, you should always ensure that work surfaces, kitchen utensils, and work clothing have been sufficiently cleaned, especially when preparing a dish for someone with an allergy. But back to our story. The chef adds a little cream to finish off the sauce. Third mistake: the chef did not follow the agreed recipe precisely and used an ingredient containing an additional allergen. So why didn't the chef take more care? What mistakes were made? Was the waiter not properly informed and gave incorrect information? Or did he fail to hear Sophie's request or passed it on incorrectly? This allergen business sounds quite complicated. Wouldn't it just be easier to cook without any allergens? No, that's not practical. First, because many of the 14 allergens are present in basic foods and so form the basis of many dishes. Second, because although the 14 allergens set out in the EU regulation are the ones to be declared, there are many other allergens. In principle, anyone can be allergic to any kind of food. Third, cooking without the 14 allergens would not enable a balanced and varied diet. Lots of favorable ingredients and sources of essential nutrients would be missing. Cooking without the 14 allergens would reduce variety and pleasure in eating. It's much better to consider a few important things, to follow some rules and inform your guests about the allergens present. In this way, you can play it safe and fulfill the requirements of the new regulation, and your guests will be happy and won't miss out unnecessarily. Sophie, for example, can't eat dairy products, but she loves fish and pasta. Even though wheat and fish are amongst the 14 allergens to be declared, they cause her no problems. When the chef prepares a sauce with coconut milk and not cream, then Sophie's dish will be free of milk protein and delicious. This makes Sophie happy and much more likely to come back.